countryside cooking, it's always nice. So, back to the recipe, the bœuf carotte, or the famous carrot and onion beef stew. So it's very simple to make, and these are the ingredients you're going to need. Mainly 6 carrots, and you're going to have to slice, about 1 centimeter thick. You've got 3 onions, also sliced, 3 shallots, finely chopped, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, about 20 centiliters of dry white wine. This is a Pinot Grigio, or Pinot Gris in French, 800 grams of beef chuck, the special beef for stews, and some fresh herbs. We've got some bay leaves here, some branches of thyme, and parsley. There's an additional tablespoon of flour that will go in the recipe, salt, pepper, and some oil. Okay, so let's start this recipe. So first off, I'm usually cooking on a gas stove. This is electric, and it's quite a peculiar one, so I've been experiencing, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, you start with a bit of oil in your pan, and we're going to put all of the onions to brown a little bit before we add the meat. Once you get your onions started, put all your meat in. Mix then the meat with the onions and start to let the whole mix color nicely. And you can do this on a medium to high heat. A few minutes in, when you get the temperature, you're going to put around a tablespoon of flour, maybe a little bit more, just a sprinkle, and you mix it well with the meat. And that's going to act as the thickening agent. Once the flour is in, you're going to add a glass of water, which is about 20 centiliters, and a glass of white wine. All in all, you need about 50 centiliters, so you can put 30 centiliters of wine and 20 centiliters of water. When you get all this, you're going to add finally a tablespoon of tomato paste. From here, you make sure your tomato sauce is blended with the other ingredients. And finally, you add 1 bay leaf, a bit of thyme, 2 cloves of garlic. When all the ingredients are in, you put a lid on, and you're going to leave this on a very slow simmer for 1 hour. Our first hour is now over. Let's have a look. Okay, looks pretty good. Let's reduce a little bit. And this is only the first part of our stew, because in French cooking it always goes forward. So of course now we've pre-cooked the meat for 1 hour. I had some taste going on, but because it's very acidic because of the wine and the tomato paste, we need to add some sugar. Usually that's what you do. In this case, I'm using carrots. So after 1 hour, you're going to put the carrots in and mix them in. And once you put the carrot, if you find that it's a bit dryish like that, top it up with a little bit of water, but not too much. Next, you're going to add a little bit of parsley in, maybe not too much. And of course, shallots. These are going to give you a nice, great taste. For the seasoning, a bit of salt and a hint of black pepper. When you got all this, you blend everything together gently. Looks very nice now. Look at all these carrots. And now you're ready to leave this to cook another hour. And this is the final hour of the dish before we can serve it. So you put a lid on and let it cook for 1 hour. Alright guys, all done. We're ready to eat. This is the bœuf carotte, a typical French dish, which is actually the beef, carrot and onion stew. So how do you serve that dish? Exactly like that. Usually it's served on a table, straight off the pot to another dish like that. And it's finished off with a hint of fresh parsley, apparently. It just gives some extra color. And it's a typical Provençal dish, and there's nothing too amazing. But when you're on a holiday like this, it's easy to do. It's simple. So now let's test that thing. Yeah. So obviously, try the meat first. Very sweet. So what I can do you first, if you don't like carrots, don't make that dish, because it really tastes, it's stupid to say, but it really tastes carroty. But the sauce is nice. I mean, it's So it's some kind of beef gravy with, you know, that carrot juice. Can you imagine that kind of taste, that kind of a sweet carrot taste in the background? It is very nice, but word of warning, it is a little bit sweet. Some people might find it a bit too sweet, but definitely worth the try. But that's it, guys. That completes our cooking away from home dish, the main dish, the bœuf carotte. I hope you enjoy it, and I see you for the next dish very soon. Bye bye.